Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. This is gonna be a little special something for you guys. We finally did it. We hit 100 subscribers on YouTube. That's amazing. I honestly, doing this channel, doing the streaming, doing the recording, all this stuff, I don't really expect myself to get to this point or beyond it, really. And I just want to say I am entirely grateful to you guys for all the love and support. Even if I don't get that many views, even if I don't get many comments or likes, any is appreciated. Any that I get, I have a smile on my face. And I can't put into words how grateful I am to be at this point. Even though I have over 500 videos on the channel and I just finally hit 100 subscribers, whatever. The fact of the matter is I hit 100. And that is a cause for celebration. I did not think I would get this far. I've been doing this for a couple years now, like regularly for like 3-4 years now. But now I'm actually starting to do this a little bit kind of full-time-ish. It's more of a hobby than anything, but I really do want this channel to grow as soon as possible. But I am in no rush to get there. I really am not. If we do get there quickly, cool. I can see this, and I can probably see this doing this more often. To the point where if it becomes an actual career, I would fucking do it. You know, I would absolutely love to do this as a job. I really would. Content creation is super fun for me. I love if I can have the chance and time just to edit videos how I want and how I would love to show videos. I would completely do that. And so this entire video, if you read the description of the title, this is 100, subscriber milestone, but this is also a chance for me to ask you guys a couple of questions. I know some of you, I know this, I might not get responses right away. Regardless of the fact, I just want to say I appreciate anything and everything about you guys. And so, based on the title, I am playing through Parasite Eve. I've only done one session in the last couple weeks, unfortunately. Resident Evil 9 has been a huge part of the channel so far. I streamed it in 2 sessions. I did my first 15, almost 16 hour live stream. Holy crap, that was a lot. And then I beat the game the day afterwards. I was so tired, and getting all those videos edited and completed for the YouTube channel was a bit. I had to work on those at work. Which was, quite a bit. That was quite a lot of work I had to do at work while working. But I don't mind doing that. I don't mind spending time in my work when I ever have the chance. Granted, my work is pretty chill. Doing it at work is actually pretty advantageous. I get to do a lot of that stuff there. Not so much the editing process. I can't really focus and edit because I need to be in the zone for that. But, this video is probably going to be around 15, maybe 20 minutes, just talking about certain stuff, certain aspects, and certain hopes and goals, pretty much. Don't mind my hair; it's a bit messy, but yeah, I'm just excited to continue this channel, continue uploading videos daily. By the way, I have been uploading videos daily for a while now, almost I want to say half a year now. It's been daily uploads, sometimes even double or even triple uploads a day. Which is insane, and yeah, the quality of those videos I wouldn't say is up to par with what I would love to do. However, I am on a time crunch, that I have to admit. I would love to edit videos. I would love, like I said, I would love to do all that stuff if if I actually had the time to do it, but I don't, unfortunately. So I have to do it the old style way, which is I can cut out some bits and pieces. I can cut out some stuff to make the videos a little bit easier to digest, but I would love to do subtitles. I would love to do funny little clips here and there. I would love to just do what a lot of YouTubers do these days, which is actually modify the content to, as a more comedic effect or enhance the video. I would love to do that. Unfortunately, that is hours in a day of work. That is hours in a day of work just to get 1 or 2 videos done like that. And so it's really tough on me to properly pace certain series. Case in point, Final Fantasy Tactics. At first, I thought I'm gonna make these hour-long episodes, but then as I was playing the game is great. However, it caused me to like actually be mentally like drained because there's a lot of grinding in that game. So I have to now think about games that have those elements of grinding, side questing, all that stuff, and think about how is this going to affect me playing it and enjoying it to content creation. So at the end of the day, I used to have there were 45 to an hour was most of the tactics videos. I decided to make those half an hour by halfway through the game, halfway through the series. I was like, I'm gonna make these half an hour. It's a little bit easier for me to digest. It's a little bit easier for me to get more videos out there and pace them a lot appropriately. I've come to notice that, especially with Resident Evil 9, again, I tried making those 40-ish minutes, 40-ish, 50 minutes. I want people to enjoy the game, but I also don't want to limit how much work that I have. Case in point is I wanted to, do longer videos, but I've noticed that longer videos don't typically do very well unless you have a bigger following. And it's also just a lot harder for people to adjust for something that isn't edited. It's mostly raw gameplay, other than a few segments here and there. So the more I'm thinking, if I'm going to do raw segments, it's better if it's done in a more shorter format than a longer format, because then it's not, you're watching it for the ride and not so much the engagement. The engagement is that if they're edited down, you get to the parts that are actually, higher level, more attention, the stuff that gets you invested in the video. Those would be constant throughout the video, but that takes time to even do that in a longer video. So that's why, in my personal taste, because I'm a one-man army here, I edit, record, all that stuff. I do everything. I have no help whatsoever. This is all me doing this, and I genuinely think it's fun. I do like doing it this way, but I would love to do more. I absolutely would love to do more. I would love to do more with the thumbnails. All the thumbnails that you see on most of the games I play now, other than maybe games that are kind of online co-op stuff, are typically just, screenshots I take from videos. I open one of my videos that I just rendered and stuff like that, and take a screenshot and then cut it to pieces and just show you specific bits, and that's the thumbnail. I would love to actually do a little bit more and do a little bit more creative stuff with it. Again, it's a little hard when, my face is in a corner and it's I can't properly, adjust it from there. And since my camera is not exactly, amazing, it's really not. It's not amazing. Low budget here. If I had a better camera, I would not mind having my face on the thumbnails and stuff like that, and adding a little more of that flair to it. However, every time I use a thumbnail with my face in it, it is super low quality, and I have to really up the sharpness, which also makes the resolution look kind of gross. And it's that's what I did for Silent Hill F. Silent Hill F was another experiment. But if I use my face, maybe do a little bit more of the subtitle stuff, and it just really didn't add a lot because it just didn't look good. I still have not found a font I want to use for a lot of my videos and for subtitling and all that stuff. It's tough. So a lot of the fonts I use is very similar to the games themselves, so they have that theme going. But there's nothing that's been sticking. I have not found a font that sticks. So that's something that that's also one of my questions is what's a good font for, just showing subtitles or for thumbnails? I will take any recommendation. If they have to be free or accessible to download, if it's something that you don't normally have with most of the editing or graphical software. For editing, it has to be within DaVinci as normals fonts, which I only have access to so many of those, and I've experimented with some of them. There's some that I really like, but I haven't really found a genuine, staple of the channel. I've tried really hard to find one that I like, and it's just it's not hitting as much as I would like. It works, but it's not what I want as the channel. But seriously though, I do want recommendations of it. But regardless, before we delve too deep into that stuff and, you know, get sidetracked, yeah, I really want to do more for the channel on that end. And so going to the next segment here, I am open for, you know, suggestions or requests for certain games. Games that I've not played, games that are, you know, that I've probably played but haven't done on the channel, or challenge runs. Like, I stream practically every game I record now. Which, if you guys are watching this, I highly recommend you follow my Twitch channel. I usually stream and record on Mondays and Tuesdays. Again, with my current work situation, it is very tough for me to have the energy to stream. I work usually 10-hour shifts. Wednesday through Saturday, Sunday, I have, you know, Dungeons and Dragons with friends. But if I don't, I'm working more, because I need to make a living. And that comes to the point is, like, if this became my career, I would do so much more. I would be streaming almost 24/7. I mean, I would stream pretty much every day, at least for a couple hours or several hours, recording games, and then, you know, editing and uploading stuff. And then I could do more longer videos that I can stack on top of each other, and they're more heavily edited and more, you know, confined to that, you know, retrospect. But I do like my raw staple gameplay. I love expressing myself more raw. I don't really like to filter myself out. I don't like to filter out the game much. I like to show as much as the game as possible. But then again, that's the engagement part, which is like why I cut these videos so short. Why typically when I do the emulation games on PS1 or PS2 at the moment, they typically range between 20 to 35 minutes. I try to keep them around the 25-minute mark, half an hour at most. So they're a little bit more engaging. They're a little bit more spaced out. They're a little bit more, you know, you can eat them in bits without, you know, getting too bored or getting too, you know, oh yeah, this video's super long, I'm gonna have to like pause it, come back to it later. No, I don't want that. I don't want people to feel that way. I want people to get the bite they want, enjoy it, and then get ready for the next one the day after, or if it's in a playlist. It gives people a lot more pacing. That's the word I want to use, is pacing the videos in a way that makes it a little bit more engaging for those who want to watch. And like I said, I would love to have more people, you know, show up for the Twitch streams, you know, come and hang out, watch me play games, you know, chat with me. It's a blast. When I do have people who come in, I definitely tell I'm enjoying the game much more having people. Again, some backseating here, there's fine. Playing the game, not so much. But I don't mind discussions. I don't mind talking about topics. But yeah, it's something I really want to do. And that goes into, you know, the recommendations. It has to be like right now, PS1, PS2 games. Depending on the game, I will accept. Depending on the game, I might not accept. If it's a game that I generally don't like, I will admit that. I'll be honest. Like, if it's a game that I don't really want to do on the channel, I won't enjoy it. It won't be a very, you know, fun playthrough. And I don't want to give you a playthrough that I'm not enjoying. So I don't mind the recommendations. Parasite Eve is one of those. I can't remember who recommended it, but I was like, oh yeah, I should probably do Parasite Eve 1 and probably 2. To be honest, I might do 2 as well, which is, you know, a game. It's not terrible. It's really not. It's actually a decent game. It's just that for Parasite Eve 2, it has some weird pacing and some weird segments of that game. But we'll get into that when we play that game. But yeah, like I said, more than happy to take recommendations. I do want to get back to some series that I started but did not get to finish or get back to it because I got my new laptop, and that caused a whole bunch of issues. And then there's also a thing where I can only record and stream 2 days of the week, essentially. Sundays, even though those are my short work days, I have something going on afterwards, and then I am beat. I am absolutely tired. It is super late. I don't feel like recording or streaming because it's gonna be like 2 hours, and then I'm just gonna be like passing out or just yawning all the time. And that's why I'm like, I want to get better lights. I want to get a better camera so that I don't need to focus on lights too much. Lights is what causes me to get, for lack of better terms, tired. Having these lights on, having all these screens on, definitely drains my eyes, and I start feeling just super exhausted. It's like, bro, That's why with Resident Evil 9, I was just so engaged and so tense, I just did not feel tired until I was actually physically tired. And I don't mind doing long ass recordings like that. It's just I want to play other games that I don't want to record, or there's stuff that I want to watch, or there's stuff going on in my life that I can't really prioritize streaming at the moment or recording. But yeah, again, I appreciate everything that's happened so far with the channel. Despite how long it's taken, it's not an issue for me. Again, this is more of a hobby than an actual career choice. But yeah, that's this segment. Any recommendations? We're currently playing Parasite Eve. I'm not too sure what I want to play next after that. Again, if I had more time, I would be doing more series. I do generally want to do longer sessions with these games on, the days I have off. Usually 4 to 5 hours is where I want to hit for these days. But then again, 4 or 5 hours of my day is majority of my day after I'm done dealing with my morning routine. So it's definitely a give and take situation. And usually when I'm done, streaming these things, I set up the videos to be ready to be edited and uploaded to YouTube when I go to work. When I go to work, I get that all sorted out, fixed, figured out, etc., etc. But for now, other things to talk about is upcoming games. We do have a couple of upcoming games, and usually when they come out, I love to binge them. I love to binge, record, stream them, and put them into multiple parts and get them out there. That is something that I love doing. I know we have, the Fatal Frame 2. That's it. Fatal Frame 2 is coming out. The remake for modern consoles and modern generation. I want to play that. I absolutely love that game. Watching it, I did not play it before. I have played Fatal Frame 1 on emulator. That game really scared the fuck out of me. Depending on how the situation goes, I might be able to play it before it comes out, but I believe it's coming out very soon, so I don't think I might be able to play the originals, Fatal Frame 1 and Fatal Frame 2, before Fatal Frame 2 Remake. But if I do play that, I will sure, replay / record and stream Fatal Frame 1 and 2. Because, as you guys know from Resident Evil 9, I'm not a big horror guy. I don't mind watching it. I really don't mind watching people play horror games. It's actually a fun time. Playing it myself, you do not. I'm not gonna have a fun time. That might be fun for you guys, but yeah, I want to play a scary game, and I hope the remake is scary. I hope it's very scary, and I hope it's not, I hope it's darker. I hope that's what makes that game so good, is that it's dark, the atmospheric, and the sound design is super good. But yeah, we do have several games that, we do have coming out. I do have a list here to look up currently what games are about to come out soon. And some of them I do want to play. So give me 2 seconds here. Coming soon, we have... Bro, yeah, it's literally about to come out. Yeah, it's gonna come out in 2 days. I have to definitely pre-order this today. So yeah, that's probably gonna be part of, I'm gonna record a good chunk of stuff. Parasite Eve, you get those videos ready to go, and then I am getting Fatal Frame 2. I just realized it's about to come out, and I want to definitely pre-order it so I can get any of the bonuses. Ooh, it's tough to say if I want the deluxe edition or not, but yeah, there we go. I did not realize it was coming out this soon, but we will be playing Fatal Frame 2 probably on Wednesday. Then is when it comes out. Yeah, today's the 10th. It might come out. I might be able to play it Tuesday tomorrow. I might do a little bit of Parasite Eve, at least enough to cover the next week or so. And yeah, we'll have Fatal Frame 2. I'm excited. So disregard everything I said before. We're already there. I did not believe that. And then we have Crimson Desert, which I really want to play, but I kind of don't have money for it at the moment. I am waiting on that. Life is Strange. Don't care about Life is Strange anymore. And And then we have Pragmata literally a month later. So yeah, 2 big games coming out. We have Fatal Frame 2 Remake, and then we have Pragmata, which I'm going to be playing, which has been, you know, shifted up a week, which is great. Directive 8020. Might want to play that, but I'm not too sure. I haven't been a fan of Supermassive. And then we have Final Fantasy Rebirth, which is in June. I do have Resident Evil, Final Fantasy 7 Remake. I have that. And then we have the Metal Gear Solid Master Collection 2, which has Metal Gear Solid 4, which I've never played. I've only seen, but never played. So we have that in August, late of August. The Adventures of Elliot, which is not a bad game. I actually remember seeing that. I'm like, that's interesting. So yeah, we have like 5 big games coming out, and I have a lot to catching up to do. I also want to do, you know, the, you know, Parasite Eve stuff. But yeah. So I will definitely be downloading Fatal Frame 2 soon. We'll see what happens with that. But yeah. I do have some money to spend on these things. This video kind of just got off rails. But yeah, to circle back, yeah, that's pretty much it. I'm excited to, you know, play Fatal Frame 2, Crimson Butterfly, the remake. I'm excited. I hope it's good. I hope it's scary, and it's enjoyable. Hopefully it's not too long like Resident Evil 9. Resident Evil 9, again, took me like 18 hours to beat. I hope this is like roughly 10, so I can probably get it done within a stream or 2. I definitely want to play it and, you know, even stream it after work. We'll see though. I might have to, you know, take a couple hours off from my shifts, but that's fine. Well, yeah, I hope you guys are all, you know, enjoying yourselves. Sorry about that. But yeah, yeah, this kind of got a little off track. This became a bit of a longer video than I want. But yeah, this is a bit of an update. I'm taking recommendations. However, current games coming out take precedence, so don't take it too harshly that I won't be playing or recording games that you recommend immediately. I might be able to stream them early, play them, but getting them up on the YouTube is a secondary objective, and primary objective is getting these modern games coming out, because I want to get these out as soon as possible so I can focus on, you know, the side stuff. Which leads me to Outbreak. Unfortunately, Outbreak games are currently on hiatus until further notice. We currently lost Legal as a player. His computer went kaput, and he currently does not have the means of getting a new one anytime soon. So it is just me and Jugs. We're hoping that maybe we can get Kai and Shadow possibly at the end of the year, and then we'll do more. But as it currently stands, unless other people want to play it and who can, you know, play and, you know, join my Discord, which, you know, I need to try to, you know, leave more of that stuff in the description, which also leads me to one of my final statements here. I want to try to push my channels more. After hitting 100 subscribers, I do want to try to push my channels more. So leaving links to my Discord, leaving links to my YouTube, leaving links to my Twitch, all that stuff, and my Twitter or X, and all that. I want to do more of that. And so after this video is done, edited and uploaded, I will be doing that as soon as possible. That's probably the thing I'm going to be doing for the rest of the day. So yeah, there's no stream today, unfortunately. As of this recording, there's going to be no stream. You'll probably see this video at the end of the day when I upload it. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. Again, thank you guys so much for 100 subscribers. It means so much to me that we hit that, like, really just in time after Resident Evil 9. After Resident Evil 9, boom, we got the 100 subs. It was a great feeling. I was so glad we finally hit that. Yeah. Without further ado, guys, thank you guys so much for watching. Yeah. Hope you guys have a good one, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.